I'm Maria Giordano with Real Estate Profit System. And I have a question for you. It's going to sound like a total silly, foolish question, but I'm dead serious. Are you a one-trick pony? When it comes to your real estate investing, when it comes to creating offers, are you a one-trick pony? Now, what does that mean? Well, you see, your one-trick pony only has one way of structuring a deal. They don't do deal stacking. They don't do anything else. They only know one thing. And the problem with one-trick ponies is that it gets old after a while, that it loses its usefulness. And the other thing is if you only have one way to make an offer to the seller, you're losing out on so much money, on so many deals. Whether you're a wholesaler, a fix and flipper, a long-term buy and hold person, somebody who's land or whatever it is, it doesn't matter. If you only have one tool in your toolbox, how are you going to build a successful real estate business? And it doesn't matter if you only want to buy one house a year, one house a month, or one house a week. You've got to be able to structure creative deals. You've got to be able to do more than just the typical one-trick pony or one-tool offer, which is the all low cash deal. I like to do something else. I like to just up it a little bit. I'm a little bit of an overachiever that way, in that I like to do something else called structure stacking. For example, I took a tool called a subject to the existing mortgage. So I bought a house not that long ago that was in pre-foreclosure. It had two mortgages on it. I took over the first mortgage as a subject to deal, meaning I got the deed on the property and I paid that seller's mortgage every month on behalf of the seller to the mortgage company. Now, the second, I decided I really didn't like. I didn't want to have two mortgages. So what I did is I shorted that second. And what a short is I took the $200,000 mortgage and I shorted it down to $70,000. Yes, you can do that. I initially offered less than 10 cents on the dollar. I wanted seriously at $20,000 and negotiated it to $70,000. I anchored them. It's called anchoring to that low ball offer of $20,000, and they came back at 70. So in effect, I did two things here. The first thing I did was I negotiated a subject to offer with the seller, paid their house every month, their mortgage, and shorted the second. I got a private money guy, another strategy in there, to come up with the $110,000 I needed to close on the property. Now, initially, I was going to fix and flip this house, but there's so much money in this property, I decided to do what's called a 121 deal. Has to do with the IRS code, where we move in, we live in it for 2 years, and for a married couple, $500,000 or less, I don't have to pay taxes on those profits because we're going to profit about $500,000 on this house. So you see there how you can creatively negotiate on these properties. You can make the impossible possible. Most people completely overlooked this property. They thought there's no way because it didn't make sense. She could not have possibly sold it at the low ball Mayo maximum allowable offer, low cash offer. You have to go in there and look at all the ways. You need to be able to have all these different creative strategies to put a real estate deal together. It's amazing how once you know the different strategies, subject twos and wraps and seller financing, and you look back at all the deals that you didn't get, how you realize that there were so many more ways to do the deal than just the all low cash offer. In fact, what I want you to do, for those of you who've gone out there and made offers and they didn't take your low cash offer, go get back in touch with those sellers. See if you can structure some type of a creative seller finance deal. And for those of you who are wholesaling, hey, you can assign those contracts. You can get an assignment fee for putting these together. Wholesaling does not have to be for just low all cash offers. So I hope this helped you see all the other tools, all the other ways of doing real estate tricks that are out there. I'm Maria Giordano with Real Estate Profit System. Now go out and do some creative deals.